She's the friend who'll show up with coffee or wine when you need it most, but probably wine. Good vibes are on the way. Welcome to Aaron O'Malley's Feel Good Frequency.
Hi, welcome to Aaron O'Malley's Feel Good Frequency. I'm Aaron. It's great to have you here. I hope you are having a fantastic Christmas Eve. I wanted to put this episode out specifically today because I read about this incredible guy who's 18 years old, and he battled cancer last year. He's a star athlete and is doing something so special with his Make-A-Wish. So, because of course, much of Christmas tomorrow will have to do with gifts, he is one of less than 10% of kids who decided his Make-A-Wish was not really going to be for him at all. And wow, am I so honored to introduce you to Jack. He is in Kansas, and right now he is on the Feel Good Frequency. I'm here with Jack Punswick, and I'm so excited to introduce you to this guy because he has been through quite a year and has come out the other side and is now doing something remarkable to help others. But before we get into that, Jack, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. It's my honor to be here.
Oh, you're so kind. So last year you got a pretty awful diagnosis to begin your senior year in high school, stage
hmm
2 Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yes, correct.
So tell me a little bit about that and what it was like, especially during what's supposed to be one of the best years of your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
How was it? How did you handle it?
Well, there's no really good time to get diagnosed with cancer at all, really. But
True.
especially being with my senior year with so many pivotal things coming up in my life. I went last September. I returned home for my first Division 1 recruiting visit for swimming. Dude, I was excited. Oh my goodness, I was ecstatic. I went on the visit, thought that's where I wanted to go. Was finishing up college applications, was finishing scholarships, and I returned home from that Division 1 recruiting visit. And the very next day, I was hospitalized at Children's Mercy in Kansas City for lumps on my neck. I went
Oh,
in for a routine checkup that Monday morning, left from school, went to my pediatrician, and they're like, we don't really like what we see. So we're going to send you to this clinic. Got some imaging done at that clinic. Then they sent me to the Children's Mercy in downtown Kansas City. 3 days later, I was diagnosed with cancer. And yeah, it was while I was in the hospital, I kept telling myself, there's no way that I'm going to have cancer. Like, there's no way.
right. I mean, you're so healthy. You're the state champion for the 100 breaststroke in
Mm.
Kansas. The
And
last thing you're thinking is, "Oh, yeah, I definitely have cancer." I mean, you couldn't be
exactly.
more healthy.
Exactly. That's what's going through my mind. I'm like, I'm 17 years old. I work out twice a day, work out sometimes 3 times a day. I eat relatively healthy. I drink enough water. Like, how on earth could I have cancer? Right. And while I was in the hospital, I looked over at my parents, was like, I'm going to beat cancer and I'm going to defend my state title. So I kind of had that mentality from day one where I was like, I am going to beat this. I'm going to come out better on the other side. I'm going to fight through it. And yeah, diagnosed on, what was it, September 12th. Man, seems like yesterday, but it was over a year ago. Diagnosed on September 12th. Chemotherapy started the very next week on September 19th. Had 8 chemotherapy rounds every other week. Yeah. So that was kind of how I got diagnosed with cancer. It was insane. I mean, I went from going at the highest of my high in life, going on that recruiting visit, to being diagnosed with cancer within a matter of 4 days. And I think for me, that it was a major realization where I was like, look how fast life can change. I mean, it was like that, right? It
Yeah.
was it was insane. Like, I had no idea. My mind was not even processing it.
How
Looking
could it?
back, I
You're
was like,
17. Like,
Yeah,
most of us don't
yeah,
hit that till much later in life. You found that out so fast at such a young
yeah.
age.
And it just made me this journey with cancer has made me so much more grateful for life. Like, yeah, I was grateful for life at the beginning of it, but I was grateful for the highs, I guess. And now I've learned to be grateful for all of it. Because if you're only grateful for parts of life, then some people can see that as like selfish or greedy. But for me, being grateful for life means you have to be grateful for all of it. And that includes the sufferings. Because how could you have the highs in life without the lows? Because the lows are what makes the highs so high.
It's
So
true. You appreciate the highs more when you have the lows.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, hard to say, but I am grateful for my cancer diagnosis. I think I take my cancer diagnosis as a gift. I became a better man because of it. I have grown in all my relationships. I have just came out as a better person, more appreciative for things in my life that I once took for granted.
Wow. You are so freaking remarkable. I
Thank you
read
so
that
much.
you swam through this whole thing. Were you
I
still
did.
competing in
I
chemo?
did. I did. I did. I did. So like I said, like while I was in the hospital, I was like, I'm going to defend my state title. I'm a super competitive person. Oh my goodness, I was not just going to let that go. Um, I was like, I'm not just going to sit out my senior year, watch from the side of the pool, and be like, yeah, go. Like, no, I'm going to try my absolute hard to see what goes.
Wow.
So at first, it was just kind of like, to see if I could do it. Because the doctors were like, you should move your body, try and do stuff, and I was like, well, if I'm at this level of swimming right now, I'm just gonna slowly go down through chemotherapy. What if I just kept swimming and just see where it goes? Like literally, just see where it goes. And it was a toll. It was a toll for sure. Because swimming itself was hard, but the swimming on top of cancer and chemotherapy was severely taxing. But I just made it my goal every single day to find a daily win, whether that was getting out of bed, or whether that was swimming the whole practice, or whether that was eating a full meal. Finding that one good thing a day really changed the course of my journey. Like the quote that 365 times zero is zero, but 365 times one is 365.
Yeah.
So just doing that one good thing a day over the course of a year, you're gonna be 365 times better than you were a year ago. Maybe try that. And now I'm like trying to do 2 or 3 wins a day, and that's gonna just be exponentially better than I was a year ago.
Wow. You just
Yeah.
have the best attitude. It's
Oh, thank you
so
so much.
impressive.
I try and stay positive. Like I'm gonna become what my mind feeds me. Try and feed it that positivity as much as I can. Really be, like I said, just grateful to be here, grateful to be alive, grateful to do all these things. So
Well, the world's a better place with you in it. I can 100% say that as a
I
fact.
appreciate that. Thank you
So
so much.
you then went and you swam at states, and how did it go?
It was phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Well, I threw up before a couple of my races.
Oh my
But
gosh.
other than that, I swam at state and I got second at the Kansas State High School meet back in February. So not the championship, not the repeat state title I wanted, but still I was super proud for getting second. Super, happy, super grateful to even be there. My parents were telling me like, Jack, you've won just coming to
Yeah.
this meet, like no matter what happens. And I was like, no, mom, I haven't won. Like, I need to get out there and swim. But I won't say lost. I got second to a good friend of mine. I was actually more excited to see him win. I mean, that was his first state title. He's been such a great person. His name is Lincoln. Really love Lincoln.
Oh,
That was like one of his final meets as a swimmer, and just to see him win was awesome. So it was a great meet. Walking out of it head higher than ever. Super happy. We got third as a team. We got second in our relay. I got second individually, and I like to say I got an unofficial first place in resilience. So,
oh,
um,
by far. And you
yeah,
won the National High School Spirit of
yes,
Sport Award. Tell me about that.
yes.
I've never heard of it. Tell me about it.
I never heard of it until I was nominated for it. So we're kind of on the same boat. So basically, the Spirit of Sport Award is a state award first. So the Federation of High Schools, they all give it to some kid in the state, and then you get nominated to your section. So I think there's 7 or 8 sections in the United States, and then from then the board chooses one of those section winners to be the national recipient. And I was extremely humbled and honored to receive that award back in June in
Wow.
Chicago.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. I
That
really
is
appreciate that.
huge.
It was yeah, there were oh my goodness, there are so many stories out there. There was this one girl from, I think, Alabama who was in a shark attack. Her arm was bit off. She has a full prosthetic leg and she continued to golf.
Wow.
There's this other guy from New York who suffered a chimpanzee attack in the Congo and had like 16 reconstructive surgeries, and it is a two-time state champion wrestler in the state of New York. I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
those were the section winners, and to think about how many stories there are of kids across the United States, it was honestly just, like, really humbling for me to be like, "Oh my goodness, look at all these kids fighting," and that was another kinda push for my Make-A-Wish, especially during this holiday season. Because last year, I had chemotherapy on Halloween, the day before Thanksgiving, and the day after Christmas. So, I
Oh
mean, it
my
was like the big
gosh.
3. Yeah, it was the big 3, and I can remember at that point in time, it was not joyful at all. I was like, "I'm focusing on survival. I am not focused on really." I didn't care for the festivities. I was like, I it's not my mind. Sure, they're
Right.
nice to look at, but I just thought like, what can I do to help? I have been a recipient of so much love and hope and joy and support from my community. Where it's like I want to give back.
So you get a Make-A-Wish, and I don't
Yes.
exactly know how this works. So does
Mhm.
does every kid who goes through cancer get a Make-A-Wish? How does that work?
So it's from ages 2 to 18, and you have to be diagnosed with a life-threatening illness.
Okay.
So that's Make a Wish criteria, I guess you
Mhm.
want to call it. So I was 17 when I was diagnosed, and I was like, good. I just hit the cutoff. Um, so my plan was actually to originally go to the Bahamas. I was like, nice, easy vacation with my family, go off to the beach, just relax. We've had a crazy year. And then I remember my Make-A-Wish director telling me, like, "Do what makes you most happy." And for me, helping others and putting a smile on someone else's face makes me the most happy. Like, sure, a trip to the Bahamas would be great, but that's like, what more can I do, right?
Mhm.
Um, and I was just thinking, and I was like, there are kids in the hospital who most definitely do not want to be there because I know what it's like to be a kid in the hospital during the holidays. And I just thought, what can I do to help? So I thought gifts. I mean, just going and buying as many gifts as possible, trying to get as many gifts as possible, and just going to Children's Mercy and then giving them all away.
So your Make-A-Wish is all about getting presents for other kids that are going
Yes.
through chemo. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
that is, at any kid in the hospital, any kid in the hospital, because
Any kid in the hospital.
any kid, well, yes, I will be specifically making the large donation to the cancer and the, oncology side of the hospital, but for any kid in the hospital, they're getting a gift. So, yeah, I'm taking as many gifts. There's, right now, off my Amazon wish list, over 300 gifts have been bought. So, I mean, it's like that itself, like 300 gifts itself is huge. I haven't even done my shopping yet, so it's gonna be a huge thing. I am overjoyed to go help all these people. It is seriously, I'm never gonna forget this.
And neither is any family of those kids and the kids that are gonna receive these gifts.
Mhm,
This is so big, Jack. Less than 10% of kids that get a wish use it for somebody else.
mhm.
And you're doing that. And the fact that you are just so joyful about it, it's just you're such a gift. I'm so grateful that you
Oh,
are on the
thank
other
you.
side of
I
this.
am yes, I am too. It's, and, like I said, like, my community, I wanna get back to the same community that supported me. Like, no one ever achieves success alone, right? There is always
True.
someone helping you. There's always other people that I mean, I couldn't have done it. I mean, my teammates were pushing me at practice. My families were supporting me in my lowest moments. My coaches were there. They were super accommodating. All my teachers helped me accommodate my schoolwork because I was still in school trying to manage all that. So, I
Oh,
mean, I
yeah,
just had
that's
a
right.
huge
Still had school
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, just a huge group of people that I was like, I want to find some way to reciprocate all of this. I mean, it's not going to be anywhere near it because I had, what was it, like 8 straight months of constant support. And just to be able to give us a sliver of that back to the same community would just be a dream come true.
Are you taking your family with you to go shop?
Oh, of course. Yeah, we're gonna see my family because I want them. They're my biggest supporters. Oh my goodness, my family's been just incredible. Both my parents, who are educators, took time off work to care for me.
Oh,
My sister donated her hair for other cancer patients.
oh,
My little sister's softball team became Team Jack for a tournament for last fall, and my brother shaved his head like multiple times for me.
oh my
I
gosh. I
mean,
have tears. Like, this is you have
like,
such a
that's
beautiful
just like a
family.
glimpse. That's just a glimpse into, like, how supportive they were, and those were just, like, the big public things. I mean, just ignore the big public things, it was every single day checking in on me, asking if I need anything. I mean, my family is my rock, like, foundation, love them. I literally don't know where I'd be without them. So, of course, I need to include them on things. I mean, this is my Make-A-Wish, and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and, of course, I want them to come along.
Well, I'll tell you what, they, I am positive, are going to have way more fun shopping for those gifts and hanging out with you and giving them to the kids than they ever would have in the Bahamas.
Oh my goodness, so I have a funny story about that. So my little brother Luke, the guy who shaved his head multiple times for me, just I remember so it was the day of the homecoming dance actually, where I was getting ready because I was trying to do as many stuff as I could while going through cancer. And I was getting ready, I was doing my hair, and it just started falling out. I mean,
Oh,
I put product in my hands, put it into my hair, and my hair just like it like disintegrated.
oh,
It was unreal. It felt like a dream. But then Luke looks over, and as I'm buzzing my head, Luke goes, "Just shave mine. Just shave mine." I mean,
oh.
no, unprompted, right? Um, and so when I told him I was switching my wish from the Bahamas the shopping. He was like, "So we're gonna go shopping and go to the Bahamas still, right?" And we're like, "No, no, 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 no." He's so funny. I love Luke. Um, he's such a goofball. But yeah, I mean, my family is just so amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I win the lottery, I'm sending you all to the Bahamas.
Ah, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool place. And of course I'd love to go there someday, but that can always be done. Like
Yeah,
I could save up the money to go to the Bahamas, but the kids in the hospital right now, they need help.
yeah.
And I can do that with this wish.
And you are gonna make them all smile so big. It's just so heartwarming. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. I just try and help.
The fact that you said what makes you the happiest is helping other people
Mhm.
just makes you already such a great human being. Like, I
Thank you.
love that so
Thank
much.
you.
Nothing makes me happier than making somebody else happy too. I
Mhm.
swear that is way better. Even at the holidays, or I'd
Mhm.
rather have somebody open something that I was so excited to give them than
Yeah.
to get something myself. I've
Oh, of
always been
course.
that way.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's just, like, putting a smile on someone else's face, that's something money can't buy, right?
Yeah.
That's, like, the purest form of happiness. Can't buy it, can't sell it. It just comes from, like, pure human desire to wanna help others, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's so beautiful and filling for me is, like, it doesn't come from anywhere other than you, a person, right? True,
Yeah.
like, human connection, one-on-one, um, trying to make someone else's day better. What more can you ask for? And also, I think I first started to think about this, it was a couple months ago back in September, where I know a guy whose name is Jack, who's diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in the month of September. And I was like, that's a lot of coincidences, right?
Yeah.
Um, and that was another big Kickstarter for me. I was like, that hit really close to home. I mean, like that was I don't know what about it that was so just emotional, but I was like, that is what I went through. That's when I was like, okay, what can I do to help? What can I do to help him? What can I help to do other people in the hospital? And that the gears just started spinning. And I was like, I have this make a wish. It hasn't happened. I'm gonna change it. So I called my mom and I was like, can you call Make a Wish to be like, can I change this wish like now? Cause the holidays, big time coming up. And I was like, I need this to be done at the holidays. And they said that we went on it. So I mean, it's been a here we go. So it's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I just love it. So many kids, and rightfully so. It's your wish; you can do
Mhm.
whatever you want with, but so many of them want to meet a celebrity or go on a trip
Yep.
or you know something along those lines. And
Mhm.
you doing this to help all those kids in the hospital, I am so excited for all of them, and the fact that you're going to get so many big smiles and hugs,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's
Oh,
just the
yeah.
best feeling.
I know. That's what I'm doing it for. Do it for the kids. I know what families are going through, and it's hard. I mean, it's also gifts weren't really on my mind either. So be able to give a it's not necessarily the idea of the gift. It's well, it is, but it's also the idea of the we're here for you. I'm here for you. I'm backing
Yeah.
you up. I know what we're going through. I'm going to support you in this time, which is, I mean, it's just like everything is just amazing. And I couldn't be happier.
And that kindness is something that they're not gonna forget, and what's so great is
Mhm.
when you put something like that out there, it becomes a pay it forward without you even
Yeah.
maybe knowing about it, and
Mhm.
wait till you just sit back, and that I promise you, so many of these kids and families are once they get through the thick of whatever they're going through, the other side is, "Okay, how can I do something similar to this?" Because that was such
Mhm.
a wonderful feeling that we
Yeah.
had at a really low time. And
Mhm.
you're putting that out there for just one pay it forward after the next, and
Yeah.
that gives me chills. That's so great.
Yeah. I just yeah, that's a great way to put it. To inspire more people. I mean,
Yeah.
do good in the world. That's what I mean, there's so much going on in the world, so much pain, suffering, sickness.
Mhm.
I mean, there are so many kids battling cancer and just be that one guy. I just want to be the change I want to see in the world, if that makes sense.
It makes
If
all the sense.
yeah, if I mean, if I want to be the guy that goes and does that, right? Because I mean, if it's not me, then who, right? And I have the opportunity and the resources to do that with this Make a Wish. And that's like I can do it, and I want to do it, and I want to be able to help as many kids as possible. And just like you said, to pay it forward from just the Amazon wish list, over 300 gifts have been donated. Like that is 300. I mean, 300 gifts to the hospital is huge. And like I said, I
Yes.
haven't even done my shopping. So it's like to see the community also rally around and go and support the community as well. It's just like a reciprocating cycle of joy. I mean, this is just, I haven't dropped a smile off my face. I don't know, in like 3 months. I mean, this is just awesome.
That is so I love hearing that. That is the best news to hear. And speaking of smiling, so you're completely in remission right now, yes?
Completely, completely.
Yay!
Beat cancer, April 8th, 2025.
Oh,
So,
that's the
yep.
best. That's the best. And you're taking this year off. You're just doing a
Gap year.
you're in a gap year now and you committed, I read this, is this correct, to Indiana, Southern Indiana?
Southern. Yep. Southern
Southern
Indiana. Yep.
Indiana.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm also super excited for that. I mean, it's just so many great things have been planned. And again, oh my goodness, what a time.
So I know you at one point really wanted to be a civil engineer. Have you
Hmm.
changed your mind? Because I need you to get into something that I could vote for you for. Like you seem way too nice and honest and kind
Uh,
to be a politician. But can you can
oh
you
my
be
goodness,
the head
yeah.
of a company
Oh,
or
well,
something?
of course, like being the president would be awesome. I mean, I think I have some good ideas how I could help people. Going into the hospital, I was applying to be a civil engineer everywhere. That's what I wanted to do, right? I love building, I love Legos, like stuff like that. But throughout my journey with cancers, when I switched to become a physical therapist, I saw directly, like the direct impact someone can make, like a physician can make on someone's life. And I was like, I want to be that person for others. And I feel like with my medical and sports background, I feel like I'd be a pretty good physical therapist. Not to toot my own horn, of course, but I
No,
feel
toot away, buddy. Toot away.
so, yeah, right now in my gap year, I work as a physical therapy tech at a local physical therapy clinic.
Oh
Work
wow.
every single day, 9 to 3, and then I go to swim from 4 to 6. So, I mean, my schedule is amazing. I'm living like the post grad life. I absolutely love it. I love my schedule, and yeah, this has been a very productive gap year.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible. I was going to ask you how the swimming is going, or because
Hmm.
it's a gap year, obviously
Hmm.
you're going to be on, I'm assuming it's a scholarship because they'd be crazy not to offer you one, correct?
Correct. I am on
Okay,
scholarship.
I
Yes.
figured it was scholarship.
Yes.
So you've got to keep all of that up and make sure that you're in the shape ready to go and compete
Hmm.
right when you get there. And so
Yep.
do you swim every day or almost every day?
Every single day.
Wow.
Well, every day but Sunday, but Sunday practices are sometimes thrown in there.
The Lord took off that day. I think you can too.
I know, I know. Speaking of the Lord, I gotta give all the glory to God. I mean, I'm a very religious man. I had some struggles with my faith through this, of course. I was very angry at God when I was diagnosed because my family, we've had a history of medical diagnosis, and I'm just like, why me? Why our family? And throughout this journey, I've realized, okay, now I understand why it was me. Like, of course, God didn't give me cancer, but it was in my journey. And of course, I was just like, who am I supposed to be mad at, right? Because I can't
Yeah.
be mad at my parents. I mean, I can't be mad at my siblings. Can't be mad. I was just mad. I was just mad. I was just
Yeah.
angry. But throughout the journey, I've came up with the analogy of the gift of socks, right? So you come down on Christmas morning, you're 8 years old, and you're going to open up your gifts, and the first gift you see is a pair of socks, right? Or it's like value thing of socks, and you're like, dang it, like I didn't want socks. Like I wanted games, toys, candy, anything but socks. But there's no such thing as a pointless gift. And the analogy that God doesn't give you the gold medal, he gives you the shoes. And to be able to put on the shoes, you need the socks. And the socks are the gifts along the way that you don't know it at the time, but they're preparing you for that next chapter in life. And to be able to see that, like for my example, my cancer diagnosis, to be able to see that as a tool. I mean, of course, it was a battle, but also the value of suffering well through that journey, dying to yourself, trying to become a servant leader for those around you, and point it back to the cross because everything needs to be pointed back to him. It has just been a faith forming. This journey has completely changed me. So yeah, I just threw a bunch at you.
That is beautiful. Are you sure
Thank you.
you're only 18?
I am 18. Yes.
Are you
Um.
sure? Because
Yeah.
wow, you are
Yeah.
wise.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, of course, people have been like, Jack, you should write a book, and I'm like, I hate to write, but I think if I ever write a book, the title of the book would be "Suffering Well," and that analogy of the socks would be my intro paragraph. So,
It should
uh,
be. We need to get you a
yeah.
ghostwriter or something
Uh,
because truly, you've got a lot of beautiful ideas and theories,
oh well,
and
thank you.
the way that you threaded that all together was
Mhm.
just a perfect analogy.
Oh, thank you. I've had some time to think about it. There's not a whole lot to do when you're at home in your bed and you start thinking about stuff. But yeah, it was like I said, it's just completely changed me. I'm grateful for it. I mean, it's just been amazing.
Jack, I could talk to you all day. You have got the best attitude, and I am
Thank
so
you.
grateful that you beat cancer and that you are just finding ways to make the world a better place. And I'm going to be voting for you for president one day. You are making the world a better place, and
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
honored to speak with you. Truly, you
Oh
are
my goodness, it's
wise
an honor
beyond
to
your
share my
years.
story. Any way to share hope and share joy in time in this world, always a positive. So I really appreciate you bringing me on. And yeah, this has been amazing.
How is he only 18 years old? Jack, you are a gem. I am super thankful that you took time out of your very busy schedule to come on the Feel Good Frequency, and just Jack's whole attitude and how he wants to make the world better and put the good out there. Truly, kid, you're going places. You are going places. And it's so obvious that Jack comes from a great family. That is just instilled in him to help others. And honestly, if anybody's listening and you got a bunch of extra money to throw around, how about getting it to Jack and his family so they can go to the Bahamas? 'Cause I really want that to happen for them at some point someday. But just thinking of them all shopping together for the kiddos in the hospital is it's just a beautiful, beautiful picture in my head. And I'm really excited to see what Jack is going to do in the future because we need more people like him in the world. We absolutely do. So I'm going to let you go. I know this is a crazy time. Hopefully, you are not waiting till the last second to wrap gifts, which I did because I do every year. And I don't know why I can't learn my lesson, but hopefully, you're not the procrastinator that I am. I hope you have a blessed day, a wonderful Christmas, and a terrific week. Thanks for being here. Bye.